If you've ever noticed your LED tape lights dimming toward the end of a long run or failing to shine as brightly as expected, you may be experiencing an issue known as voltage drop. That's why we're learning about why it matters with voltage drop. Voltage drop is reduced electrical voltage as power travels through your wire and LED tape light, which can lead to reduced output. Even a small drop can noticeably impact your lighting. Three common factors are the length and gauge of lead wire, max run, load, and resistance, including connections and soldering. Let's look at these factors more closely. Positioning the driver as close to the LED tape light as possible will keep the wire length short. The wires that supply power to your LED tape lights play a significant role in voltage drop. Smaller gauge wires have higher resistance. Exceeding the maximum suggested tape light run can increase the risk of voltage drop. As electricity travels through the tape light, it can cause resistance. Poor quality connections, including faulty solder joints or improperly secured connectors, can introduce additional resistance into the circuit. We always recommend planning your projects ahead of time to avoid these issues. Since we should always consider voltage drop when specifying projects, first calculate the total wattage load, then select the length of wire needed. This chart illustrates the maximum cable length and wire gauge to ensure, as an industry standard, no more than a 3% drop for 12-volt and 24-volt circuits based on varying wire gauges and load wattages. Voltage drop affects LED lighting in several ways, primarily through performance and visual appearance. Some problems occur over time, others more immediately. Here are some potential problems. Uneven brightness. LEDs farther from the power source become dimmer than those closer to it because the reduced voltage cannot fully power the LEDs at the end of the run. Reduced light output decreases the power reaching the LEDs, leading to a noticeable reduction in overall brightness, particularly at the farthest points. Heat generation forces the power supply or driver to work harder to maintain the required output, potentially generating excess heat that may shorten the lifespan of components. Inefficiency represents wasted power, making the system less energy efficient. The farther the electricity has to travel, the more voltage is lost. As a result, the LEDs closer to the power source get the proper voltage, but those farther away receive less, leading to issues. Here are a few ways to help decrease voltage drop. Keep runs within the suggested max run. Use a larger wire gauge and break up your runs into smaller segments. Proper planning ensures your lighting performs consistently, looks professional, and operates safely and efficiently for years. It matters because it impacts your LED lighting system's brightness, appearance, quality, reliability, efficiency, and safety. Whether illuminating a kitchen, creating ambiance in a living room, or designing a commercial space, managing voltage drop is essential for achieving the best results. That is why voltage drop matters.